Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. As he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Jacksonville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 17 carries, 76 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Here's Robinson again on second down, and he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 11 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits #5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that and help drive them down the field.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Let's go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Man open, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. On 1st down, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 38, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Lambo on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. 23 yards on the play. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we now go. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here. They have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost himself some yardage there.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check. Kill. Let's go.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Throwing on second and 14. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Kill. 47.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again to Elliott running left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Prescott to the right side and complete to Washington. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over first down 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Jags grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And even 100 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.